respected leaders, my dear friends from the media, I welcome you all to this press conference. The context of this press conference is already mentioned here, and we all know the situation what is going on in our country today. On 12th May, National Testing Agency cancelled NEET examination which was held on 3rd May. And it was known to everyone that there was a major paper leak and huge irregularities in the exam which was conducted. And on 15th May, CBI arrested one alleged kingpin who is linked to the NTA and who is also part of the examination process, who had access to the question papers. A chemistry professor was arrested. He had close links with the examination process and he had access to the question papers. So it means that a person who is associated with the examination process he himself was involved in this examination leak. So this is not just a leak, this is a systemic failure from the part of the National Testing Agency. We should know that in the last 3 years, from 2024, 2025 and 2026, 3 consecutive years, there was examination leak and NTA is not doing anything about it. We know NTA was formed in 2017, and if you check the history of NTA, from 2017 onwards, nearly 20 various leaks have happened from the side of NTA, the examinations that they have conducted. We see cases being registered, FIR being registered, but it is shocking to know that even after such 20 plus leaks in the examinations, until today, not a single person is convicted in this case. So in the last 5-6 years, if you see what has happened, close to 100 students have committed suicide. We are sitting in Chennai. We know in Tamil Nadu itself this year, 3 students have lost their lives. In 2025 alone, 32 students committed suicide all across the country. And in 26, until today, there are 14 such suicides. Tamil Nadu, in the last 1 month, we have seen one Miss Gopika from Salem, who is the daughter of a daily wage worker. She committed suicide. R. Roshni from Dharmapuri also committed suicide. C. Vetri Anandan from Dharmapuri. So 3 students had to commit suicide in this year itself from Tamil Nadu alone. You see lot of suicides happening all across the country. And what we observe, multiple reports of last 10 years paper leaks. Nearly 94 examinations, the papers were leaked. And it has affected almost 6.5 crore candidates. Can you imagine? These examinations, which are prepared and written by close to 6.5 crore students all across the country, they were affected by the 94 paper leaks that has happened in the last 10 years. 64 major examinations apart from NEET UG. This is not just happening with NEET UG. This is happening with CSIR NET, CSIR JRF examinations, UGC NET examinations, Joint Entrance Examination, JEE. This is happening with SSB Service Selection Commission examinations. This is happening with the UPSC examinations. This is happening with all the major examinations that is going on in the country. These examinations are the dream of our students, dream of our youngsters. They have to spend months and years spending lakhs of rupees for preparing for these examinations. After putting in so much of effort, after spending so much of money, on a fine morning they come to know that their papers were leaked. There were serious irregularities in their examination. And see what the students are facing today. So why this is happening, you should know. Intense academic pressure on the students, financial burden on families, because this is causing lot of financial burden on families, severe distress over exam irregularities. So in fact, these exams are becoming a serious psychological trauma for all the students today. And we see all the suicides happening. And the interesting fact you should know, 5 major examinations, as I said. SSC, Service Selection Commission, nearly 2 crore students write the exams. UPSC, nearly 5 lakh students write the exam. Railway Recruitment Board, close to 3.5 crore candidates appear for the exam. JEE, Joint Entrance Examination, nearly 15 lakh students prepare for this exam, they write the exam. And NEET UG, close to 22 lakh students. So what we are seeing, crores of students, as I said, close to 6 crore students preparing for these examinations. And what is the cost of these examinations? What do they have to pay for it? If you see, each student is spending close to between 4 to 6 lakh rupees on an average in the process. For preparing for these examinations, they spent, in some cases it is more than that, 5 to 6 lakh rupees each student is spending. They spend 2 to 3 years preparing for these examinations, leaving everything aside, leaving their families. They go to various coaching centers, spending lot of money, giving lot of time. And so if you notice, average 5 to 6 lakh rupees per student, almost 6 crore plus students writing the examinations. So that is like more than 3 lakh crore rupees spent in this country by these poor students. Total 3 lakh crore rupees means that is more than the total budget spent by Government of India for education, health and women and child development put together. These 3 departments put together, they don't spend so much money, but our students, ordinary students, to fulfill their aspirations, to fulfill their dreams, they spend about 3.5 lakh crore rupees for preparing for these examinations. And they spend lot of money, they put lot of effort, they waste their time, they spend years, and after putting so much into it, they come to know that the paper was leaked, there is irregularity in the examination, and after that they have no option before them. Many students commit suicide. That is what is happening in our country today. So this is an organized extortion by the agencies, and government is completely mum about it. Government is not doing anything to curb this. So we demand the central government, central HRD minister cannot hide behind NTA. The central government cannot say that this is all the responsibility of the NTA. This NTA, National Testing Agency, is the child of this government. And after the MTA came into existence, we see all these irregularities happening. Our Prime Minister talks about Digital India. In the Digital India, what we see, under his government, a single examination they cannot do in a proper manner. And the students are suffering because of this. Families are suffering because of this. We see a lot of suicides happening. So we demand the government should take the responsibility for this, and the Union HRD Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, should resign immediately, taking responsibility for this. We want a complete overhaul. We are placing 3 demands before the government. As I said, the minister concerned should resign. There should be a complete overhaul of the NTA and the entrance examinations that the central government is doing. Also, they should enforce a fixed annual calendar for examinations and recruitments. There is no fixed calendar for examination and recruitment, and the students are suffering. So we are placing these 3 demands through you before the government. Our honorable leader Rahul Gandhiji is taking up this cause, and you might have seen in the last few days, he is traveling all across the country, he is going to different places, meeting with students, candidates who are affected by this serious crime, by the serious irregularities by this government and the agencies. The students are suffering. So our leader Rahul Gandhi ji, under his leadership, we are reaching out to students. As he said, as Lenin rightly said, we will go to different cities, different states. We will reach out to students, reach out to candidates who are preparing for these examinations. We are requesting, we are appealing all of them to join this movement. Chhatron ki gunj, voice of students. This is a movement. This is not a political movement. This is a movement to reclaim the sanctity of the Indian education system. This government has destroyed the sanctity of the Indian education system, and our youngsters, our students are suffering from this, suffering because of this. So we must reclaim that. And this movement is to reclaim that our education system. It should be made accessible to common students. Dream of a student to become a doctor should not be a means to extort the students and their families. The government should answer to this, and we are initiating this movement all across the country. You will see various programs over the next 40 days. We will have demonstrations, we will have protests, stay at the state level. Also on August 9th, on Quit India Day, we will see a major protest in Delhi also. So we will continue to protest, we will continue to raise our voice, we will continue this until justice is delivered to the ordinary students of this country. Thank you.